I'm Alexander Surya Jayani. I'm Alexander Surya Jayani, mole on the right hand, penguin duck birthmark. So one thing I can assure you, there's terrorism involved. Guarantee you. I'm a victim of radiation dispersal devices, which are WMD. Two, I hear about intimidating and coercing civilian populations all the time. I hear about large-scale blackmail, which is intimidation and coercing civilian populations as well. Now, here's the key point. Some of these people, these kids, there is impersonation, but there's also real stuff. But some of these people, that these kids impersonate are more than capable of probably catching these kids. And keep in mind, these kids aren't just impersonating people and slandering and this and that. Some of these kids impersonate people and commit terrorist acts with satellite weapons, radiation dispersal devices, implantation weapons, and more. Now, let's say you're a man of means, and you can hire guys to catch these guys, etc. And some of these kids are rich kids as well that impersonate people. If someone's impersonating you and committing terrorist acts with radiation dispersal devices and committing disabled abuse and sexual violence on disabled people, wouldn't you sue the shit out of that motherfucker? Wouldn't you just sue that motherfucker for every cent he's got? One. Two, wouldn't you sue him in a real court of law, not some underground covert court? Three, if this kid's a habitual line crosser, habitual, 5 years and 6 months, habitual line crossing motherfucker. Pardon my French, I'm just saying. Habitual line crosser. Wouldn't you not only just sue the shit out of him for everything he's got, wouldn't you want him in behind bars for one, committing terrorist acts, two, impersonating you while committing terrorist acts? Who wouldn't put that motherfucker behind bars? Who wouldn't put that guy behind bars? Pardon my French, I'm just saying. Who wouldn't put that guy behind bars? Who wouldn't sue him for every cent he's got? Three, who wouldn't sue him on paper in a real court of law so it's made known that this shitbag is impersonating you while committing terrorist acts? Why would you let it sue him in an underground court that's covert and government officials don't know about it? Why? So he can impersonate you again? It's a little weird. Why would you want some shitbag terrorist on the loose impersonating you while he's committing terrorist acts? Two, why don't you sue him in a real court of law so it's on paper made known that you're being impersonated by this terrorist bastard? Three, why don't you want him behind bars for life if he's impersonating you? One, committing terrorist acts, and then two, impersonating you while committing terrorist acts. So I'd look into that because that's some key points. Because that makes sense. Because if someone's impersonating someone while committing terrorist acts, why don't you want, one, he's a terrorist, so why don't you want him behind bars? Two, why don't you sue him in on paper so the government's aware that you're being impersonated while some shitbag's committing terrorist acts? And three, why don't you bring it to the real government's attention? So that's a key point. So someone should look into that if they have any clue what I'm talking about. Praise Jesus.